It's coffee time. Oh, that's so strong. I'm also in a rocking chair. Today is going really well. So I'm in New York. I got here totally safe, although the second flight that I took was kind of crazy because the first flight was the long one. And I slept through the entire thing, and it felt like it went on for like a half an hour instead of 4.5 hours. And then it wound up landing in Detroit. And the flight from Detroit, they had to put it off for a half an hour because apparently there was a bag on the plane that was completely unmarked and wasn't supposed to be on the plane. So they had to bring a bunch of people onto the plane to search everything. They had to take all of the overhead bags out so that they could search all of them. We weren't allowed to text or use our phones at all while we were waiting to tell anybody that we were going to be late because then it would incriminate us as being involved. So it was crazy. I was like, what is happening? I just went to sleep. I was like, how long is this going to go on? Because I'm just going to take a nap. That's what I did. They wound up not looking through my backpack, which I thought was really weird because I have my orange backpack, and then that one right there is my tiny backpack, and that's the one that I took on the plane. And they didn't care. They were like, whatever. Maybe because it's covered in pins that are anime related. They were like, it's not going to be her. There was actually a guy, when I was going through security originally at LAX, there was a guy who, when I was just about to walk through the system, he goes, wait, whose bag has all the pins on it? And I was like, oh no. Because remember, I always get pulled aside to be searched. And he was like, wait a minute, whose bag has all the pins? It's like, that's mine. And he goes, it's awesome, I want it. Go on through. I was like, oh, okay. So overall, the traveling was fine, but I was delayed by about a half an hour, which turned out to be best for Kate anyway, because originally she texted me being like, you might have to wait a few minutes for me, I'm not sure, because I get off work with an amount of time that might not be enough to get there. I was like, that's fine, whatever. But it turned out that she actually wound up waiting for me for about 5 minutes instead, so it worked out kind of perfectly. But, yeah, so I'm here. It's very cold, which is awesome. I've gotten to wear my scarf and my spirit hood and my gloves. I'm so excited. And every time we go outside, I'm like, yee! And Kate's like, I hate you. I hate this weather so much. I was like, to be fair, if I lived in it again, I probably wouldn't get as excited because I know that when I was in college and I would have to walk to school and stuff in this weather, it was not fun. But being somewhere that's so temperate all the time and then being able to walk around outside and be like, it's so cold, it's never cold, Brisk is more the thing that I miss, I think. Because it gets cold in LA, but not where you walk outside and your face immediately feels cold and breathing is just ooh, it's so brisk, right? We don't get that in LA. So going to Oregon and coming here, I was like, wow, that sounded like a really congested sniff. Delicious. But yeah. So, my thoughts are all jumbled. I can't remember if I talked about my videos from yesterday or not, but sorry that I wasn't able to put up a coffee yesterday, but it turned out that it took forever to upload my other 2 videos, which was kind of sad. But at least they got up. That was the thing that I was worried about. I was like, if one of them cancels while I'm asleep, I'm going to be so sad. Because I keep forgetting that I'm 3 hours ahead, so a time that seems really unreasonable for something to upload is later than usual, but not furiously late. So both TY and Sherlock wound up going up while I was asleep, and I was so happy when I woke up, and I was like, yay, they're done! I wound up being, it was so weird, because again, 3 hours ahead, right? And at 11 o'clock here, Eastern time, I went, cool, I'm actually pretty tired, I'm gonna go to bed. But that's 8 o'clock for me. So that's weird. But I went to bed, slept through the night, and woke up at 7 without an alarm. I was like, well, that was easy. Kate and I both do a lot of traveling, and we were talking about it this morning, and she was like, that's pretty fortunate, although sometimes, for whatever reason, the first night is easy because you were traveling, and so you expended a lot of energy just traveling. And then the second night is when it'll be harder. I was like, that's probably true. Because all day today, because my laptop is still on Pacific time, so all day today I keep looking at my laptop and being like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. It's not 10 o'clock, it's 1. And then I go, oh, it doesn't feel like 1, right? So I'm probably going to wind up having an issue tonight going to sleep, but that's okay. I'm typically able to kind of boredom sleep. You know, if everybody else goes to bed, because, you know, Kate goes to bed at a reasonable time because she normally has a job. So she's used to going to bed at a time that makes sense. I will sometimes stay up really late and sometimes go to bed really early. It's very up in the air. But, like, she and I went to bed at the same time yesterday, and I'm assuming if she goes to bed at the same time tonight, even if at first I have a little bit of energy to expend, I'm probably just going to be like, well, I've looked through all of Tumblr, looked through all of Pinterest, nobody's playing games, I'm just going to go to bed. So, oh my gosh, and you guys, this cat, the house has 4 cats in it, and it's so funny because Kate has Clarabelle. Clarabelle is a hilarious cat, and she's turned into kind of a tank cat. Like, she's pretty big, but she's like round, and when you pet her, she's very firm. Like, it feels like it's all muscle. She's just like a ripped big cat. You're just like, oh. And then there are 3 boy cats that all look identical, but their colorings are different. And I feel really proud because the boy cats hate people but love each other. And then Clarabelle loves people but hates other cats. So I've been on a mission all day because I woke up so early. I was like, I am going to make these cats love me. I've decided that these cats are going to fall in love with me. And I was warned ahead of time that Mo, there's Mo, Derek, and Tino. And if you can figure out why their name's that, then you are a sports nerd. But so Mo is very active, but doesn't like anyone. So he runs around and he plays a lot, but if you try to like pet him, he's just like, and he walks away from you. Tino loves to be pet. He let me snuggle him a little bit, and I was like, yes. He loves to be pet, but if you stop petting him, he gets really nervous and leaves. And he'll like run away from you, and I was like, oh. But he let me kind of like snuggle him this morning, and I was like, I think that we could be friends, Tino. And then Derek is terrified of everything, will not let you touch him, doesn't move very much, just hides all the time. So Derek, I keep like finding in tiny corners, and Kate thinks it's because I walk very softly. Because she said that she and her dad both walk very heavily, and she was saying that when they walk around the house, if they walk anywhere near him, he like darts away. He gets like super scared. But I walk almost silently, so when I would walk up to him, he'd be like, oh, hello, and then I would like pet him a little bit. As long as I didn't try to like displace him at all, he let me pet him, and so I'm like, oh, I'm winning all of the cats over. But Mo still hates me. Mo's like, who are you? You don't belong here. So when I walk over to him, he let me kind of like scritch his head a little bit. But then when I shifted my body too much, he was like, I'm done, and just left. So I'm on a mission. Clarabelle knows me from Oregon. I used to cat sit her all the time. So she loves me. She remembers me. But these boy cats, I've never officially met the boy cats. So I'm going to make them love me. I don't know. I just love animals. And I always get sad when like, and I understand that not every animal is going to like me. I get that. But I always get sad when I can't ever break through, you know, when I'm just like, oh, you're so cute. I just want to like squish you. But sometimes, you know, animals just really don't want that. So I'm trying to be patient and understand that maybe Mo will always hate me. But I feel pretty accomplished that both Derek and Tino have let me. And they've purred a little, and I'm just like, oh, we could be friends. Oh. And, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys, I decorated my first official Christmas tree ever today. Ever, because my family's never done it. Well, my mom like started having little trees once I got older, but she has always decorated those. And then when I got here yesterday, Kate was like, "Oh, by the way, I still have to decorate the tree. Like, putting the ornaments up is kind of my job. Like, they put the lights and everything on, but I still have to put the ornaments up if you want to help me." And I was like, "Oh, I've never done that." So I got to put up ornaments for the first time, and that was really fun. They have so many cat ornaments. Oh my goodness, cats and baseballs. It was like so many cats and baseballs. I was like, what is happening? Because her mom loves cats, and her family is super Yankees family. So I was like, oh, here's another cat one. Mom is so into cats, you guys. She just loves cats. But, yeah. So that's what we've been doing. And I got to go to Saratoga for the first time. And tonight we're going to another area that I don't remember the name of. But Kate wants to play a game with me where she like writes down names of things in New York and then shows them to me and has me try to pronounce them. And I'm like, I don't want to play that game. I'm going to do real bad at it. Like, I've heard people say Schenectady a lot, but I feel like if I saw it written out, I would be like, what is that? I have no idea. It's kind of like Duquesne. If any of you live, like, in the Culver City-ish area, if you've ever been by the street Duquesne, it doesn't look like it's supposed to be pronounced Duquesne whatsoever. That's, like, an example that I use a lot. But, yeah, so we're having fun. And I can't wait to see Drude. I'm so excited. But for now, I'm just trying to see some stuff in New York because I've only the only other time that I've been here, we just kind of vegged out at home because we're both computer homebodies. So we just didn't do anything, and I didn't really care to do anything. And so this time when I showed up, like, we're both older and she knows more places to go and interesting things to do. And so she was like, oh, you want to do this? You want to do this? You want to do this? And I was like, sure. So it should be fun. That's right. I forgot this is a rocking chair. Can I confess to you guys that I love rocking chairs and I think that they are the greatest thing ever? Cool. I'm glad. But anywho, I'm going to go and drink my coffee and hang out with the cats. But I hope that you guys had a great day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah!